Good morning, everybody. So, I've uh, I've gone sun tanning yesterday, and yeah, this happened. We went around 11, and we arrived at 12, and then being there, we just laid out in the sun. It was so nice because there was also this breeze. So, for 3-4 hours, we were just laying there, and yeah, today we're feeling the consequences of that. And we forgot the sun lotion and everything. So interesting how, because there's a breeze, you don't feel the intensity of the sun like piling up. So you don't feel like, oh, I need to stop or I need to put on something on my skin. Anyway, I wanted to make a video because I wanted to talk about a theme that's been coming up so often lately. You know, when I make these videos, I usually do them after meditation, in the morning, sometimes in the evening after a session. Usually when there's like a feeling like, okay, it's like it's ready to be expressed, or there's an intention or a readiness. Okay, like it's there and it can just come out. It's like it's just streaming. Now, what's been happening is often more and more when I'm talking with people, when I'm talking with friends, with colleagues, with people in the energy work center, meaning people who are facilitators. Like I recently facilitated something, and whenever I'm talking, whenever I'm expressing myself, like now, there's a flow that's occurring. It's just like I don't think about what I'm gonna say. There's just a feeling or a knowing, and it just comes out. But this is what happens very, very often. Sometimes I express something, or there's something expressed, and all of a sudden there's this, like in my chest, or somewhere in my energy field, like somewhere here, there's this feeling that comes up, like a contraction. And it of course it gets my attention because it's like everything's just like this, and all of a sudden there's this contraction. So my attention goes to it. It's like, what is this? Whoa. And then there's like a message there, like what I just expressed, what I just said, it was coming from a certain positionality, from a certain judgment, from a certain point of view. And it's so subtle because when I'm talking with you and then I see something or I think of something and there's association with it, it's very subtle, but sometimes you feel like an energetic attitude or the way you relate to it. And sometimes this is very subtle to feel. You feel that it's like it's not coming from wholeness, it's not coming from neutrality, it's not coming from, there's some kind of looking up to it or looking down on it or having some kind of opinion on it or having some kind of mixed emotions on it. And so then when something is expressed, but anything, and the contraction arises, like it's asking me to nullify what I just said. It's asking me to basically like take back what you said. Or it's not even asking me, it's just there, and there's this knowing I need to unsay what I just said because I feel that it wasn't coming from wholeness. So it's like saying, everything I just said, forget about it, or admitting I was wrong. Admitting I was wrong, my opinion was wrong, or what I just said was actually being said because there was a sense of superiority, or there was a sense of wanting you to be impressed by me, or any like these kind of mixed things, and like being aware of them. It's like or like even laughing at somebody and then realizing, oh, that laughing at somebody was like looking down on them, or judging them in a certain way. And then there's like this awareness, okay, what I just expressed wasn't coming from wholeness, or yeah, it's just like, okay, unsay what you just said, or admit, or set it straight. And then when I do that, and it's asking me to put myself in a position where there's the perception of like, oh my god, this is so awkward, now I have to tell to these people, admit that I'm wrong, or that something isn't right. And like, it's like it's asking me to step over this line, like, guys, whatever I just said, like, forget about it. Or guys, whatever I just said, I was just projecting. I wasn't really, that wasn't really true. I guess somewhere it's what I thought was true, but it wasn't true. The truth is actually da 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 da. And when I say it, then afterwards there's like a okayness, like the contraction is like dissipating or dissolving, or it's like it's opening up again. And this part of the journey of my process is very, very, oh my god, because sometimes I talk with people and then I realize it's like it's better for me to sometimes not talk at all, to just be quiet and express only when something is absolutely necessary. It's actually a bit challenging. It's actually really a bit challenging. And there's this thing that I've listened to from David Hawkins a couple of days ago, I think yesterday or 2 days before. He said something like, whatever part of your process you're at, however dissociated state you are in, or wherever you are, whatever you're going through, know that your life is controlled by divine harmony. Everything is in divine order. It's like my reality is at one with divine harmony. So however far you may think you are, or however lost you may feel you are, you're never lost to God. So this part, I don't know how long it will take. It started like, I don't know, 3-4 months ago, 2-3 months ago, somewhere in May, June, I think. May, June, maybe April. But yeah, that part, yeah, April probably, that part, it's it's really like challenging, because sometimes I make videos like this, and I make video, and all of a sudden after the video there's this no and this contraction, like somewhere some part that I said wasn't like so I go into iMovie and I look through it again, and then I sense it, oh, it's there. And sometimes it's intuitively, like I even scroll to that part, like, and I know, like, okay, this is where that's, so I cut that part out. And yeah, for me this is new. Today I'm gonna go to a CAP session, a level 2 CAP session. It's gonna be an interesting day, because there's gonna be a cacao ceremony after that. I've never done it. I don't think I will do it. I will maybe stay for the ambiance, and also because somebody from my city is going with me to there, So maybe I'll just wait till they're done and then I'll take them back. But yeah, it will be interesting. It will be interesting to witness, to see, to participate. Also, there's this guy I ordered. I asked him to make this box, this small box, with certain symbols on it. You will see it. I asked him to make something for me, and I will show you when you'll see it, when I'll have it. It's like a box that I'm gonna use for donations when I'm gonna do sessions, inner dance sessions, or the shadow work sessions. Yeah, because I saw one facilitator. She had a box like that, and then like some time ago, he added me on Instagram, and I looked at his profile, and I saw it, like he was making these kind of things, and I was like, oh, he made that for her. It was really neat. It's really beautiful. Yeah, it's like I will show it. It will be interesting. So yeah, today is gonna be a very interesting day. I also honestly, I feel like I really want to eat some meat because I really want to feel more, I guess, grounded, more like, because I feel very light in my body, like very light. So we will see what will happen, see how it goes. So whenever you hear me say things like, forget everything I said about that, or forget everything I said, like whatever I said wasn't true, it's like I'm only doing that because there's this contraction that's arising there, and I'm only saying that because then the contraction goes away. So it's like I'm relieving the pressure from the internal system, noticing that something wasn't in alignment, or wasn't true, or wasn't coming from wholeness. Yeah. You know, some things, sometimes there are these thoughts about my current situation, about my current position in my process, where I'm at in my process. I remember one teacher, he said, we're always going through some kind of phase. We're always going through phases in life. And sometimes I have this feeling like I can just say something, right? But then it's like whenever I say something and it has a certain impact on people, or it has gives a certain idea or image to people, and then they are influenced by that. Like, am I then? So I have these thoughts, these doubts, these questions that sometimes I feel like they're there, and sometimes I want to express them, but it's like if I express them, it's almost like by expressing them, I give them reality. And if I don't express them, maybe they're not coming into reality. Like, So for instance, if you have some kind of fear, or some kind of whatever, and you don't express it, and you just go through your life, okay. But if you express it, if you share it, if you express it, then it's like you're giving power to those words, and they're like expressed, and you give them reality. It's like they become more real. So sometimes I don't say everything that I feel like I want to say, because there's this sense of almost like responsibility to to be aligned, or to be, I don't want to use the word perfect, but to be clear. To be clear so that whatever I do or say doesn't impact or have any negative consequences or any kind of negative, it doesn't touch people in a negative way, causing them to feel negative or act or whatever. So yeah. But then again, I have this thought of like, hey, but everybody who's supposed to watch your videos will watch them, and everybody who's supposed to get something will resonate with it, and everybody who's not will not. There's also these kind of thoughts, you know. So it's like a lot of thoughts. I guess it's like the invitation is to be more and more in the heart, to really like center in the heart and allow your heart to be, to witness, to share, to abide there. Yeah. It's very interesting, like this whole experience is very like subjective, right? It's very relative to me. But yeah, it's interesting. It's not what I expected at all. All right, have a good day, everybody.